New tonight, a suspect in a robbery and stabbing at a Buckhead Home Depot is connected to decades of crime in Atlanta and New York. He's one of the repeat offenders who Atlanta police say are a plague on the city. Hope Ford spent the recent time speaking with the most recent victim. And Hope, you also have details on how the city plans to tackle these repeat offenders.
Yeah, that's right. Police say they're using a lot of their resources going to arresting the same people over and over again. And this recent case is an example of that. The victim I talked to says if the suspect was serving real time for past crimes, he would have never had the chance to hurt her. It was just before noon when police say this man got into a woman's car at Home Depot off Piedmont Road.
He is sitting right next to me.
The victim didn't want to use her name, but details 10 scary minutes inside her own car.
He grabs my right wrist, and in his right hand, he has a knife. And it went to my throat and said he was going to kill me.
The victim ended up with deep cuts across her hand and chest. The suspect, police say, is Steve White, a man with a decades-long criminal history.
Well, since 1974.
1974, his first arrest in Georgia. Listen as I tell this recent victim, White's been arrested 45 times before.
We learned he has 45 arrests in the state.
Why is he on the streets?
White's been to prison 10 times, mainly for burglary, forgery, and theft. Most of his prison sentences were less than 2 years.
The system is broken. It makes me sad.
Atlanta Police Chief Rodney Bryant says repeat offenders are sometimes released before a police report can be written. The chief says they're working to make sure those offenders get real jail time.
We are watching them, giving our men and women on the street the resources to identify them better, giving the courts more information to convict them better.
The victim says she'll do whatever she can to make sure White stays in prison, because if not, she thinks he'll have the confidence to do it again to someone else.
He sauntered away from me. I mean, he did not run. He did not skip. I mean, it's kind of like, you can't touch me kind of attitude.
I hope you outlined this suspect's long history with police. Do they think he might be tied to anything else here?
Well, police say right now they are checking their recent cases to see if any matches the description of what happened to this victim. Now, meanwhile, police say they will target repeat offenders by streamlining the investigations through a repeat offender unit. The city is also starting a new program that will allow citizens to watch court cases, thus putting some pressure on the court system.